Hi, my name is Johnny, and today we're going to be talking about a cool little game called PolyFarm on the MATIC network. Now, I don't know if you recall, a long time ago, there was a similar game called Farmville, which Zynga built, and it was a free-to-play game. Now, what PolyFarm is doing is they're transforming this into a play-to-earn game where you can earn in-game token, which is essentially cryptocurrency that you can cash out for whatever else that you'd like. Now, though they are starting off and they have just completed Season 1, I do want to talk a little bit more about that and how you can prepare for the upcoming season and how you can also participate. Now, before I continue, nothing I say here is financial advice. It is for informational and educational purposes only. Now, if you like the video, please don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell. It does really help my channel out. Now, without further ado, let's get started. Into preparing for what Season 2 is, I think it's really important to talk about what happened in Season 1 to kind of give you some context of what they've built and what to expect in the upcoming seasons. So the first thing that we're going to do is, of course, check out their website. On the website here, we can go over to polyfarm.app, and you can see here it says Fox in the Hen House Season 1. Now, when they first built this game, it was mainly two types of animals. It was hens and it was foxes, and essentially they were fighting over eggs, which is the current in-game token that they are using in PolyFarm. Now we're going to dive deeper into what this is, and so I have my MetaMask wallet, and I'm going to go here and hit Connect Wallet. And once I've connected my wallet, I can see some general statistics here. And yes, unfortunately, all of the mints are done. The 10,000 fox hens that were set to be minted have already been minted. And to my current knowledge, there will be no more additional mints of foxes or hens. Now, without diving too deep into the mechanics and the tokenomics of the hens and foxes, I'll give you a quick overview of what the 10,000 mints were all about. So there was about 1,000 foxes and about 9,000 hens, which brings a total population of the animals to a little over 10,000. Now, how the game mechanics works, we'll start off with the hens. So you would take the hens and you would stake the hens, and the hens would earn about 11 eggs per day. Now, with each subsequent day, the hens would lay a little bit more in egg. Now, the egg could eventually then be taken out and then cashed out or traded or whatever you wanted to do with them. Now, the incentives for you to leave the eggs in there is, of course, more eggs per day. Now, there is a tax. If you do harvest before the 3 days, you have to pay a 15% tax to the foxes. The foxes can actually heist eggs. So the foxes can actually pay MATIC tokens to heist. So once they pay that, there's a chance that they can go to a nest that haven't harvested their eggs and then take 30% of the eggs in that basket. And with each subsequent heist, there is a higher amount of MATIC required to do an additional heist within a given time period. So the entire season was about hens laying eggs and then the foxes trying to steal the eggs. And the entire season is about minting these eggs, and there's only about 5 million of these eggs that will be minted. And at the close of Season 1, this is kind of where we're at. All of the eggs are already minted. So what does that leave for Season 2? So the idea that you want to keep here is that you want to own some hens and you also want to own some foxes to play the game. And you can choose to go with all foxes, or you can go with all hens, or you can go with the mix. Now, unfortunately, you are not able to mint any more of these NFTs or any of these fox or hens. You can purchase them on the open market. So we can head over to OpenSea and check out the secondary market with PolyFarm, and the current floor price for a hen is about $100 or 0.04 ETH as of recording this video. What we can also check out too is on this same page, we can actually see the price of a fox. And the price of a fox is about, let's see, we are looking here at the floor price for a fox is about 0.14 ETH, which is about $351 as of recording this video. Now you might be asking yourself, if all of the eggs are already mined or minted, what is the value of having the fox or hen in the upcoming season? Now this is actually where it's really important for us to then now walk through and check out their white paper that they have updated, and it is a working document for the upcoming season, which is going to start sometime in mid to late February. So summer is their season 1 and they have just completed that. So we can scroll down here and it says here updates. Like I've mentioned before, in season 1, the hens would lay a fixed amount of eggs. Now in the upcoming season 2, they're actually going to be earning a percentage of the staking pool distributed by the staked hens. So that means they are going to be getting a share of the transaction fees that are going to be in the upcoming season. They are also going to be changing some of the mechanics of the game. Now in addition to not having any more fox or hens, they have changed a mechanic of the foxes. So now the fox will always collect taxes and they can make heists at any given time. Now what that's going to mean for the value of the foxes is still unknown. We'll click over here to autumn to kind of see what is season 2 going to be about. Now what's cool about this game is that it's going to be evolving over time. Now in season 1 we talked about the 2 animals, which are the fox and the hen, and then the token egg. Now with this upcoming season, they're going to add another level of complexity to it. Now what they're doing differently in season 2 is that they are going to be introducing land, buildings, farmers, and as well as a new currency, corn. Now what's important to note when we scroll down here is that they will be doing 20,000 new NFTs or 20,000 farmers, and what they're doing is that the first 3,000 will be given away free to current holders of PolyFarm NFTs, a chance of being airdropped a free farmer. Now what's important in season 2 is that you're going to need some basic things. So unlike season 1 where you can have a fox or a hen and just stake it, in season 2 the game is going to be really evolving and you're going to be required to have land. Now there is a land sale that's going to be coming up, and it's important to kind of stay up to date on their Discord channel or on their Twitter to see when they're going to be doing the next round of land sales. Now in order for you to participate, you either must be renting land or own land, and then on top of that you have to have a farmer, which you have to purchase with corn. So at the very basic level, we look at lands here, and you can see there's only 2,000 lands surrounding the central town. And we're going to scroll down here. So in the upcoming season, they will be selling off this yellow and this orange plot of land, and of course the further you are away you are going to get different resources. However, in season 2 none of that matters just yet, so it may actually be advantageous for you to pick up some land at the next upcoming land sale, or you can also purchase this in the open market. Within the land you need to make sure that you have a farm slot in order to play, and the mechanics of that is still in development. So for example, if you are a participant of season 1, you're going to need to get a farmer and a plot of land as well, and then your hens and or foxes will be living on this land also. And there are various buildings that you can see here. There's a house, a silo, which increases the capacity and efficiency of your farm in its entirety. For example, on your farmland you'll have a house, and with a house you can have one farmer, and then you can upgrade that and have more farmers. And why that's important is because each farmer would have energy that you can spend to make actions. So for example, if you want to harvest eggs, it would take say 1 energy, for example, and if you have more farmers you can accomplish more in a given time frame. If we head over to the silo, for example, you can see that the silo can store your crops and it gives you production boosts. Same thing as well, you can have water, you can have field. This is where you're going to be planting your corn, and you're going to have to spend energy to plow it, to water it, to harvest it, etc., to earn the corn token. And down over here, you're looking at your hen house. This is actually where you're going to be placing your hens, so that way you can earn some egg, as well as a fox den to store your foxes. Now, it may seem like there's a whole lot going on, but the game is actually a lot simpler than you think. You are probably going to be in 1 or 2 camps. So if you were there on season 1, you are already pretty well equipped and you probably have some fox or hens, and so the transition into that would be then to get some land and a farmer, and then you can continue playing the game. Now, if you are brand new to this space and you have absolutely no fox or no hens, participating in season 2 isn't designed to be out of reach. From what I understand, all you need is a farmer that you can mint, and then you also just need some egg and corn, which you can swap on your MATIC network to get started by renting land and then building your farm on that. And the idea is that if you want, you can start down that path and then you can grind essentially for the corn, and then you can upgrade your farm. You can then purchase your hen and then take ownership in some of the transaction fees, which is the eggs that you'll be harvesting. And then you can go into fox ownership and really build yourself into this space. Now, why I'm interested in this project is because it is an early stage project with season 2 coming up around the corner. I did miss out on season 1. I was able to make it in for the recent land sale, so I have purchased some land and I also have some foxes and hens, preparing myself for season 2. Now, if this game really does take off, this could actually be a fun and lucrative game for many of you. So if you're new and you want to participate in this game, there are several approaches where you can make. You can just keep your eye out and then wait for the farmer mint and then participate in that, which has a lower cost of entry, and then you could potentially rent some farmland out and then get started that way. Now, if you want to get a pretty decent start, I would suggest getting some foxes, hen, and then potentially purchasing some land to get started in a healthy way for season 2. And even though the dates of the mints for the farmers has not been yet announced, you can actually, again, follow their Discord or their Twitter channel to get updates on when that's actually going to happen. We can expect that to be sometime around mid to late February, like I've said before. And what they're currently planning to do is they're going to have the farmer mint about a week before season 2 starts. Now, we are going to be going into February, so we are just going to be a few weeks away. So please time accordingly. And this might be a great opportunity for you to get some of these assets in order so that way you can be well prepared for the upcoming season 2. Now, if you have any questions, please leave them below. I'll do my very best to answer them. This is a project that's literally being built as we speak, and the community is still growing. So I hope you enjoy, and I'll catch you guys next time.